Alright, so, I guess it's, time to get started again. Welcome back to, Xenoblade Chronicles. So last time, what did we do? Last time, we went and took back, Colony 6. That was fun. We had to infiltrate through the ether mines. There we found, Bronze Face, who evidently ate all of the captured people of Colony 6, which kind of sucks. Saved Juju, though. We also met the colonel of Colony 6's defense forces, Otharan. Saved him, too. We got reunited with Dunban, and Dixon pointed us the way to our next goal, which is the Bionis' head. And to get there, we're going through Satoral Marsh. Yeah, that pretty much covers the basics of what happened last time. So, let's see here. Let's just pop things up. No cutscene to start from this time. But I guess I could show off a couple of the things that I did since last time. Alright, so yeah, this is about where I left off. Alright, so one of the first things, as soon as the menu actually loads... I tweeted about this last time, but here it is in the game. I unlocked Shulk's fourth skill tree. Pessimism. The thing about these extra skill trees is that they have some, well, they have some pretty useful skills. But more importantly, these skills take far fewer points to learn than any of the main three branches. So just as a comparison, all of these fourth tier skills take 2,000 points to learn, and then here it is on the fourth tree. Fourth branch, and it only takes half that. The final one takes only 1,500 compared to 3,500, so you learn them pretty quickly. You get pretty good stuff out of them, usually. Like here, the very first one is pretty nice. It gives you more time to take out, or to change a vision. Anything else that's particularly great? Immunity to stat down? I mean, that's pretty handy. So to get that, I did every single quest I could in Colony 9. Let me just show that. I mean, I'm just going to scroll through the list really quickly. So I had to do all of these, every single one of them, and then the affinity chart here, I had to fill that out completely. So you see a lot of these are, you know, really positive, a few are still negative, but for the most part a lot of people are friends. And, God, it was just a mistake to do it that early, I'll tell you that much, because if I just progressed the plot a little bit more, I could have started, or I could have had access to more quests that would be a little easier to do. But no, I had to make the mistake of reading how early I could get that fourth tree. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I can now craft gems whenever I want. I don't have to go back to the Gem Man stall. And I guess I can show one last little thing. I can show off Colony 6. Just a little bit, though. So there's a kind of a pop-up at the end of the last stream that now we can work on rebuilding Colony 6. So you just go to the reconstruction headquarters here. You can talk to Juju, and he'll tell you things that that you need to level everything up. So I've already leveled everything up once, because everything starts at level 0. That's what lets me craft gems whenever I want. All of these things here are things I can't get yet, so that's why it's going to stay like that for today. All you really do is you just hand over the materials. One nice thing, though, is that you see here you got 2 collectibles here. They're actually not strictly from Colony 6. You can pick them up, and they'll be from almost any area you've been to up to Colony 6. I think maybe it includes the Ether Mine. So that's one way to help you fill out your Collectopedia if you're concerned about that. Mine's already pretty full, so at the moment I'm not. Anyway, I think that's plenty to catch up on what all I've done. So I'm going to go to the glowing obelisk here, because I think that's the most central fast travel point to this quest. So you may or may not recall, but our current... oh, you know what? I need to hunt these things.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. Leave this to me.
Okay, let's sort this out.
These are the things that that ideally drop the wait, are they? No. Ogre bunnias, that's what I need.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard.
Okay, let's sort
One of the items, I didn't really linger on it long enough, but one of the items I need is the Bunnia Scentwood.
Done that. Great attack.
And that comes from these ogre bunnias.
Almost there.
You don't need to tell me. My rifle's getting hotter.
This is the last one. Time for a change.
So I might be a little over-leveled, but
We win.
Okay,
you
let's
know,
get
whatever.
going.
Alright, so that's the 4th one that I'll need to finish the reconstruction. Alright. So let's see here. Where do I need to go? Oh, you know what? I should have just gone from here. This would be the easy way to get that first thing that I need. I need 4... I don't know. Whatchamacallits. For these random objects to complete some ceremony, some ancient ritual that will let me go up to the top. So hopefully this will be one of the easiest ones. I mean, they should all be fairly easy now that I think about it, but, you know. Just kind of gotta trudge our way through the marshy waters here. Come on, like a white radiant? What does that even mean? Honestly. Oh, that is a big turtle. We're gonna let that turtle just, just be on his own there. Okay. There we go, just like that. Rainbow Radiance. Let's see. Just pull up my map real quick. I don't remember if there's like a great way. Yeah, okay. Now, there's not like a great path drawn, I don't think. But exploring a bit did let me, you know, open up new places, new landmarks that I didn't visit in stream. Cool thing about the poison bog here is that, you know, you take damage slowly. It does kind of suck that you also move slowly. It's like the one time you have to worry about taking damage out of battle. If it takes you too long, if you linger in there long enough, you will die and then get sent back to your last landmark. But the real risk, you know, is getting caught in a battle right after that, or right in the middle of that. Oh, and there's another landmark that I forgot was right there. Well, that's fine. Alright, so basically from here I want to go south, I guess. But how south do I want to go? Oh, a lemon stone. Oh. Well, I'll worry about that later. Alright, so I think I have to go up and around here. Which means I could have just taken the fast travel back again. Just gonna leave those caterpiles alone. They've never done anything to hurt anyone. I'll just ignore these enemies here because they know that they don't stand a chance. Oh, except this guy. Aggressive Cornelius says no. Come on. There we go.
Stay focused. Shadow Eye. Gale Slash. Electric Backfire.
Now we're working as one.
This is the power of unity. Shulk.
Oh, darn. Too early.
Electric Backfire.
Now!
Your days are numbered.
You don't need to tell me.
Gale Slash. Electric Backbuster. Whirlwind Slash.
Come on.
Good job.
There we go.
Let's press on. Nice job.
Anything good out of this? Not really. Oh well. Alright, so now I've got 4 Radiants. I'll just warp right back to the destination. Uh-oh, green barrier. You know what that means.
Nicely done. Gale Slash. Thank you, Dunban. Electric Dustbuster. Whirlwind Slash. Shadow Eye. The time is now. Backslash. Everyone, feel the flow of battle.
I will never forget it, Dumban.
Gale Slash.
Now!
So I guess the side effect of, all my questing, especially doing the quest that I was under-leveled for and grinding to make it, possible, is that, oops, now everything is kind of weak and trivial, but, honestly, if it came down to, struggling with plot battles and just breezing right through them, I'd prefer the latter.
We mustn't be careless.
Okay,
Piece of cake.
so, there we go, just activate the magic stairs. Yeah, easy every time.
Huh? The lift don't work.
Looks like it's been broken for a while. We'll have to find another way up.
Another way? You don't mean climb up there?
We may have to.
Come on, you can't be serious. Why'd someone build a lift that don't work?
No complaining. Let's start looking for a place we can climb up.
Oh, of course it's not that simple. Ancient insignia appears to be closed. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice, though, if we could just take the lift up? But no, someone had to break it. Or probably fell into disrepair or something. Inconvenient like that. So somewhere along these walls is a place I should be able to climb up. Here we go. This part is really just more and more climbing. Getting a lot of poisonous gourds, though. That's good. I'm gonna need those for later. Sunflower Rogue. That's a pretty good name. This is my new band name. Can't take it. I've already got it. Can I go across here? Yeah. Should be able to make that jump. Oh. Oh. Oops. It kind of goes against my sensibilities, but since I've done a lot with Dunban, Charlotte, and Shulk, I'm going to put Rhine back in. Just because I want Rhine and Dunban to get some affinity. No, that's just where I made my silly mistake. There we go. Normally, I wouldn't put two tanks in the party, and only have Shulk for healing. But I'll make it work. I think I'm strong enough to, not to get through any battles for a good while. so close. There we go. Even got the landmark and everything. That's still blocked off. I could have sworn there's a way to open that up again. Although I guess it doesn't matter since I have landmarks and fast travel.
Ready to go, Shulk?
Yeah. But just hold on a minute.
What is it, Shulk?
It's about the Monado. I'd like to ask your permission to use it a little longer.
Why ask me?
The Monado was your sword, but I need it to achieve my goal. So...
Don't sweat it. You are far more skillful at wielding that thing than I ever was. Keep it. It's yours. Besides, I have a new sword. That old coot had the decency to forge this for me. I owe it to him to make the most of it.
Dunban,
You fought your way this far. That is proof enough the Monado has accepted you. Don't take my word for it. Believe in yourself, Shulk.
believe in myself.
Never lying down. Never giving up. That's our pride and
It's a scenario, yeah.
And we have to
It
make
is
sure
Fiora's
those
theme, isn't it?
metal monsters know
Well,
it.
it is Fiora's
You're
brother.
right. Time to move, people. This prison island Shulk saw in his vision isn't getting any closer.
And Shulk is out here looking for revenge for Fiora, so yeah, of course they're gonna play her theme here. It'd be such a waste for that beautiful piece of music to not be used again. Anyway, welcome to the Terminal Trachea, suddenly.
What is this place?
It's giving me the creeps.
At a guess, I'd say we're inside the Bionis. What is it, Shulk?
Oh, nothing. It's just that it feels like the Bionis isn't really dead.
Huh?
Wait a minute, Shulk. If the Bionis starts moving around, things won't look good for us. Let's just keep moving.
Right.
Now that's a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere. But yeah, time for, oh, we're in the third along, you see. So I'd say this is probably one of the more, surreal locations of the game. Alright, let's see what this little fella has to say. Wait where water whooshes up. Okay. That doesn't really look like water. But, whatever. Yeah, scenario, 100% same. I mean, there are... Yeah, I mean, I've played so many JRPGs. I've played some of them on this Twitch channel. But this is probably just overall my number one favorite. I think. I mean, it's hard to rank them because I just love them all so much, but I suppose I have said that this is more or less like the perfect video game experience, or JRPG experience on Twitter, so I'll stand by that. I wonder what's going on here.
Face Nemesis. Your frame is complete. All that remains is the soul transfer. That damage. Does a weapon exist that can melt face armor? How?
Lady Vinaya, Master Egil wishes to see you.
Understood. Tell him I will see him when this face is complete.
Acknowledged.
I have fulfilled my duty. You and only you can bring about a new age on Mechonis. No, the entire world. My mistress, Lady Mayneth.
Well, that's a whole lot of stuff that just came out of nowhere. I dare say we got a few, or a little bit of insight into the production of, Face Mechon. But obviously I'm here to pretend that, I don't know what's going to happen. For the sake of anyone who's watching it and doesn't know what's going to happen, so we'll just leave it at that. You've got bigger fish to fry.
Lady Melia, withdraw to the Mechon village and let us handle this beast.
No, Isel. Do you really expect me to leave you, run away and save myself?
Permit us this once, Lady Melia. It is our honor and our duty to protect you with our lives. Do not fear for us. Flee.
I will not. I cannot return to the capital with this monster still standing. Bestow the light of your life unto me!
Who turned up the heat?
I've never seen such a dense forest.
Me neither. How much further?
This must be the back of the Bionis. If Shulk's vision is right, we've still got a long way to go.
You mean go on in this heat? I'm sweatier than a brog's armpit.
We'll have to search for the best route.
Well, maybe that
Sadly,
heavy armor
until we
isn't
find
helping
a way,
Ryan.
We'll have to put up with Ryan's stench.
Charlotte?
Alright, Ryan, come on. You can't say you're super sweaty and then get mad when someone says, yeah, you are. Those are the rules.
We must be outside the tower.
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Father!
Weak and pathetic.
What or who are you? You will pay for what you've done! You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
A silver-faced Mechon. And who was that girl? These visions show me people and places I've never seen.
Siva Gunner mix for the final boss scene of this game. I've probably heard it at some point, but I don't
A rope bridge.
remember what it
It
is.
looks Hom's made.
Not Homs. Nopon. Though a lot of them have settled in our
I'm
colonies,
sure it's
the Nopon are originally native
excellent
to
as
Magna
always.
Forest.
Do you think they'd know
The
way to
highest of the
bottom
high
this head?
quality rips.
I can't say. But walking around in circles isn't going to achieve anything. Our best bet is to look for their village.
Alright, cool. I'll check it out after the stream. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that one was really good. Alright, I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to listen to that again when I'm done here. Alright, so I do want to talk a little bit about the, I do want to talk a little bit about, that flashback to the vision that Shulk had, because, I think it's a really cool attention to detail. So, I don't know, viewers at home, how closely you were paying attention to what Shulk and the others were wearing in that sepia cutscene. But that's the stuff that everyone had equipped when Shulk first had that vision. So he's not having that vision again. He's remembering that vision when it's all sepia toned. So that's why it doesn't reflect what he's wearing now. And I think that's just super cool that they would think to do that, to record, in other words, what each character is wearing at that time that the vision first happens, and then just keep using that detail anytime that vision comes up again. Because I think it would be just so much easier to just have that, constantly being updated, and not preserving the model at the time, just keep using the current character model. So the fact that they did that, it's just it's a small thing, but I love it so much. Oh, Cosmos and Xenoblade 2. Yeah, she is one of the rare ones, isn't she?
Yes, no.
Alright, straight across bridge. Relentless Ardern, which one is that? Honestly, once I finished the main game of Xenoblade 2, I haven't really touched it since. Oops. I keep meaning to get the DLC at one point. Oh, those oh no. Those odds are terrible. But it's oh, the one you feed up. Okay. I got a 0.1% chance when you get a 5-star blade. Oof. They would do that. I'm not surprised. Especially because, as I recall, Cosmos is the only other light blade. Is that right? Or that feels right when I say that in my head. I'm not going to worry about any of this, I think. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it. Oh, well, that explains why I wouldn't know that. Well, I'm glad Shulk is at least DLC. But, isn't the DLC, like, pretty hard? I remember hearing that. I mean, I remember that it's, like, challenging. That's the whole point. I don't know. One of these days, I'll finally get it, and then I will... wait. Well, I want to at least check that heart-to-heart. Maybe... It's probably not something I can do just yet. Oh, right. I forgot Elma is one of the DLC characters. Yeah, okay. Well, at least by checking the heart-to-heart, it's added to the log. And as for 7, well, we're just going to say that 7 is 7. I don't think we need to say too much more about that. Magniferous. One of the quests I got was to beat these things up.
But don't drop your guard! I don't have time for small fry. This won't take long. Sword fight! Worldly! I'm powering up. Come on! Good job, everyone.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Who else wants some?
Alright, cool. Well, that makes sense, for a number of reasons, and I respect that.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. I don't have time for small fry. This won't take long. Bring it on! Worldly!
I mean, personally, I think I would be fine with either one. They're both perfectly fine looks.
Looks like we managed to survive.
Alright, just like that, one of the quests is done. We got Ferris Blood and Thin Blood, so that's cool. I'm gonna beat this thing up. This dinosaur, this two-headed dinosaur. What's going on there? Oops.
Not good enough.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, that is good. So for the folks who are watching who are not familiar with Xenoblade 2, well, there's there's a lot going on there that distinguishes it from this game. So the key things are there are two types of characters. You have blades and you have drivers. Drivers are basically the main cast, and then blades are their partners. Xenoblade 2 has this kind of gacha mechanic for summoning random blades. Oh, did my stream crash? Oh, well, I'm not dropping frames. But oh my god, I just realized I made the silliest mistake. I forgot to plug in my my LAN cable. So I'm streaming over Wi-Fi. Alright, so I'm gonna plug that in. It might interrupt the stream a little, but I promise I won't do anything. It should make things more stable, though, once it goes through. Okay, there we go. As soon as I clicked over to see what OBS is reporting, that's when it said I started dropping frames again, so... Alright. Back in action. No worries. It's fine. On the plus side, though, I am also recording everything locally, so when I upload this to YouTube, it won't be interrupted like that. And that part seems to be going fine. Can I beat this up? I'm gonna beat this thing up. I have the exact wrong party for beating this up. Oops.
I'm not too partial to these. Now it's time. All together now.
Wait, oh my god, is this thing immune to... Oh no. I got scared, I thought this thing said it was immune to break, which would be super bad. Nope, come on, there we go.
Prepare for a chain attack. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Pesky thing.
Alright, let's do that. That's the only thing I have.
Right, now. I know.
But I'll do more shield bash. Just to stun it a little longer, because I'm mean like that.
Perfect. Steel flash. I'm powering up. Worldly. Okay, now we're getting started. And nothing's gonna stop us. Yeah, I'm turning up the heat. Right, now is the right time. Gale Slash! Electric Gutbuster! Alright, now tear him up. Okay, Ryan. Gale Blasty, come on! You can do it! Yeah, I'm not quitting yet! Backslash! That time is coming.
I might end up regretting starting this.
Now it's one time! Gale Slash! Come on! Keep at it! Worldly Slash! Let's keep up!
Yeah, here. Yep, there it goes.
Pretty good battle. Who else wants some? Piece of cake!
Okay. Yeah, so that was ill-advised. I don't know what I was thinking, trying to challenge Nebula with my entirely, or almost entirely, physical party.
Over there.
Hey, are you okay? You.
Shulk, what's wrong? Another vision?
Kind of. I'm not sure. But first, she needs help.
You're right. Let's look for somewhere safe.
There. I see a clearing under a giant tree. We can easily watch for anything approaching.
Okay. I'll carry her.
Wow, look at Shulk being all
She hasn't sustained any serious injuries, but her condition is far from stable.
knight in shining armor.
Her symptoms suggest ether deficiency. It's well known that Homs are strongly affected by ether levels in the environment. But I've never seen symptoms like this before. A sudden drop in ether content in the surrounding atmosphere causes a reaction. Symptoms range from fatigue to nausea. But in this girl's case...
What can we do?
We're gonna need water-type ether crystals. I'll load the crystals into a cartridge to shoot from my rifle.
Hey? You're gonna shoot her?
No, silly. I'll fire them into the air and the dispersed ether will heal her.
That's what I thought.
Sure, that's what
But
you
the
thought,
problem is
Ryan.
the crystals. We can't just use any old crystal. They must be as pure as possible. This area must have a water source nearby. We should search there first.
I spotted a waterfall a little way back. What do you think, Charlotte? Would a waterfall produce pure crystals?
I can't think of a better place.
Then it's decided. I'll search for the crystals.
Hey, you're not going on your own.
I'll be okay. I need you to look after the group. We're short on water, too. so I'll fill up our flasks.
Hey, good idea. Take care, man.
Yeah, look at Shulk there carrying this new girl. And Ryan was right there. Ryan's big and strong. He could totally carry her. But no, he was lazy and just took the staff. Good job, Ryan. Of course, I'm only teasing. Alright, I'll just fast travel back. What was I going to say? Speaking of Xeno 2? Oh yeah, stuff about drivers and blades. Blades you get through like this gotcha mechanic, although you don't have to... You don't get the opportunity to pay real money for it, so... You know, at least there's that. And then once you get them, blades are bound to drivers, unless you use a special item. So the fact that the DLC blades, the characters from this game and Xenoblade Chronicles X, the fact that they can be switched from or to any character at any time is really good to hear. That's what I wanted to say. And also, as Scenario mentioned, they added on to the whole idea of braking and toppling. They added what they call launch, and then smash. Was it smash? Yeah, smash. Where after you topple an enemy, knock it over, you can just, well, launch it into the air, and then just slam it right back down again. It's usually good for doing tons of damage and... I guess more importantly, depending on what you're going for, they'll spit out... the enemy will spit out, like, a ton of items that you can pick up.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello there.
Hello?
Meanwhile, there's this
How
guy.
unusual. It is quite rare to see a Homs in this region.
You're one to talk, buddy.
I suppose you're wondering why I am here in that case. Then permit me to introduce myself. My name is Alvis.
Alvis? My name's...
It's Shulk. Isn't it?
How did you know that?
Wielder of the Monado, defender of Colony 9, the hero that has every Mechon running.
Well.
You're famous amongst all Homs.
Well, well. Shulk's reputation is starting to precede him.
They're here.
Huh?
The Monado emits a particular ether wavelength in its ground state. It must have drawn them.
Huh? Oh!
No, don't worry about it.
What are they? Alvis, get out of the way! I'll deal with this myself. From the left? Then I'll go. Huh?
Oh, that's weird.
Now, from above. It can't be. I saw its movements before it struck. How can it...
It is a Telethia.
Telethia?
They can read your mind. Whether you have a vision or not, if they know your next move, it's all in vain.
You know about my visions? How could you possibly...
There is only one way. Stop it in its tracks, then dull its perception.
No, Albert, stop! You don't know how to... Huh? A new symbol? That was... amazing.
I suggest you stop staring. The sword is yours to wield.
What was that light?
The Monado does not control itself. You control it.
I think we're having a game changer.
Control it. By the light of the Monado. I will stop them.
Alright, so now we've got this guy in our party. I could technically control him, but... nah. Okay, so now we've got a new Monado power. The Purge ability. So, as it says right here, it will remove a monster's aura. And it prevents them from using another aura. So Telethia have an aura that they'll use almost all the time, called Soul Read. As you saw in the cutscene there, it means it has perfect evasion, or like near perfect evasion. So, obviously, you want to take care of that. Oh, shit. Okay. So we'll just purge this first one here.
The power of the Monado. Stream power. I'm feeling it. We can definitely do this. Monado, lend us your power. That's enough. No escape. Cross break.
There, just tried to soul read me, so take, excuse me, take that.
Who are you? All right, I'm feeling it. Feel my power.
Yeah. Like Scenario said, there are also spike auras. I've gotten some things, like some pieces of armor, that cause that to happen. But basically, spike auras are just damage, reactions, or not necessarily damage, but they're just like instant counters that are just generally constantly active. They come in a few different varieties.
Stay focused until the very end.
This is the Monado's power.
We're gonna get a little tutorial about that shortly after this battle, so I guess I'll save the details for that. But yes, using Aura Seal will cancel spikes, and yeah, super bosses do have these. God, I know the strongest super boss in the game, or the highest level one, has, I want to say it's a spike aura? I can't remember if it's like a hit spike or I guess it would be a counter spike.
You see now, Shulk?
We'll just wait until after the cutscene.
Hey, wait a second. More importantly, where on Bionis did you learn to use the Monado?
They were not the primary Telethia. Merely its spawn. The primary Telethia dwells elsewhere in Machna Forest. Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
A girl?
The Monado is a divine sword capable of disturbing the very fabric of existence, of both the material and the immaterial.
Alvis, how do you know so much about the Monado? Who are you?
Shulk! Shulk!
Huh? That's Ryan. I'm over here!
Shulk, we looked all over for you. Thought you'd been eaten by the forest.
Sorry, Ryan. I got attacked by Telethia. If it hadn't been for Alvis, I wouldn't have survived.
Alvis? Who's that?
I'll introduce you. He's the one that... Alvis? But he was...
There's no one here.
I'm telling you, he was right here. He even taught me how to unlock a new power from the Monado.
Just you and me, Shulk. Ain't no one else around. You probably passed out from dehydration and dreamt this guy up. Come on. Wait till the others hear this.
He was here, Ryan. I didn't dream it. I'm not lying.
Okay, okay. I believe you. And while you were having fun with your imaginary friend, did you find any ether crystals?
Yes. Good quality ones, too.
Perfect. Come on. We should hurry them back to Charlotte. Hang around here long enough and we'll get whacked by an imaginary beast.
I'm not lying. Alvis, who are you?
Ah, of course. He was hiding behind that conveniently shaped rock. Oh.
An enemy that renders your visions useless. This forest holds many surprises. Not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No.
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Okay, locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Everything's fine. You're gonna be...
Get your hands off me!
Ah!
Oops.
Hey, watch it!
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion. I have not had the pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
Hey, Shulk, you're creeping this lady out.
Shut up, Ryan.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you?
I must apologize, but my situation does not concern you. And I shall not be divulging anything to common passers-by.
Duly noted, your ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Mechon Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
The head of the Bionis?
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk? Ah, yes. Likewise.
She's a bit high and mighty. But she's a Homs too, right? Why is she here alone?
Ain't got a clue. Ask her yourself. I'm not good with her posh accent.
Alright, is the talking over?
We shall travel to the Nopon village.
Nopon village? That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree. If we follow this trail, we will be safe.
Okay, I'm just gonna rewatch or rearrange my party. I haven't watched any Doctor Who at all, so that is it's that reference. I missed that, but I'm pretty sure you've mentioned before elsewhere that the voice actress for Melia is also the actress for Clara in Doctor Who. So there's that connection for the folks at home. Let's see. Who do I want? I'm just going to play as Melia, because Melia is a fundamentally different character. Shulk can take the place of Rhine. Do I want to leave Dunban in? Yeah, we'll just go with this party just for now. Why not? Because Melia plays fundamentally differently. Alright, so here we go. We're getting the tutorial about spikes. So there are... So as it says here, depending on certain circumstances, monsters can deal damage. So there are... Yeah, here are the three types of spikes. Counter spikes happen when... excuse me, when you deal damage, or when you physically attack them, I think. I can't remember if, like, ether attacks trigger them. Anyways, so there's that one, there's the down spike, or the toppled spike, so when you topple them, that's when their spikes are active, so you kind of want to watch out for that. And then there's the proximity spike, the close spike. So that's just if you're too close. So that super boss I was thinking of earlier, either it's got a counter spike or a close spike, I'm pretty sure. And instead of doing damage, it has a debuff. And that debuff is instant death. So, if you want even a chance of taking down the strongest super boss, you have to be prepared to deal with instant death spikes. And I think there are a few ways to do that. But I imagine the most reliable way would be to just constantly, use Aura Seal on it, because I think even the best instant death resistance you can get, I want to say, is only like 50%, maybe? So, they don't call it a super boss for nothing. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Counter spikes can be neutralized by toppling the enemy. So there's kind of a lot to go along. Oh, maybe it is 100%. Yeah, you know what? It is 100%. So I think Dixon has that in that very brief moment when you can control him after Colony 6, or after the Ether Mine at Colony 6. So I think that's right, 100%. I think that's the skill that was called Unbeatable. Anyway. Got a whole lot going on there. So let's take a look at what Melia can do. Just through her arts. Since I'm so high leveled, I think I've got like a bunch of them to start off with already. It'll be a lot easier to see it in action, you know, when I get into a battle, but yeah, I guess I'll just level everything up in the meantime. I don't care about Healing Gift, so I'll leave that alone. Spear Break is going to be useful for the future. You know what? I should have focused on Summon Bolt. Yeah, that's the battle quote you're going to be hearing a lot when you've got Melia in the party. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. Just want to make sure I got her skills tree set up right. So when she gets healed more, she gets healed for, well, when she gets healed for more than usual, extra 15%. What have we got here? That'll be useful in the future. Mining Master. Agility, wind damage, ether up. Well, electric damage, that'll be good to have, again, in the future. I guess the sooner I can get that, the better. Increases strength during the night. Alright, well, I guess honesty... Oh, hold on. Let's try that again. I think honesty is the best policy here. See what I did there? Can I link up with her? I'm going to give her medium weight equipment because she can't do that on her own. She has to borrow that skill from someone else. Leave that alone. Agility up? No, not big priority. Yeah, that's good. And what was the one I could do here? I'll just leave that. Alright, there should be some enemies up here. Oh, I hate this. This is the worst thing. There's this little ledge there, and it's almost impossible to just jump up it. Even though I'm clearly going over it by like a foot. You just can't go up. Anyway, I'm gonna beat up this thing. So Melia is kind of the mage of the group.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Don't get careless, guys.
And her main mechanic is going to be summoning these elemental bolts.
All right, I'm feeling it.
So she can summon up to 3 at a time. And the bolts do a few different things. So they'll create like this aura that will buff your party.
But we cannot be reckless.
New armor. They'll create an aura that can buff the party, which is what I had going on there.
This represents
But then you can also just shoot them at the enemy. That's gonna be your main source of ether damage, is with Melia. And each elemental does a different thing, so when I shoot an aqua elemental... Hey, don't do that. When you shoot an aqua elemental, she restores her health based on how much damage she does. It starts off 1-to-1, but there's that skill that increases it.
For a chain attack. Time to show our true power.
When you use fire, that's got an area of effects. It can inflict burning. But the big one is going to be her electric elemental. Excuse me. The electric elemental is high damage and single target. It has a pretty short cooldown time. It also raises her ether stat, so it is perfectly acceptable to kind of wait until you can get 2 or 3 of those things going at once before you start firing them off. I don't think... No, I don't have Summon Copy yet, do I? One of the arts that she should be getting soon, if I don't already have it, is, well, it's Summon Copy. It just resummons the last thing that she had summoned. So you can use that to quickly pull up 2 electric elementals just right off the bat. It's great. So that makes Melia just, like, fundamentally different. Yeah, I thought I didn't see it in the list. But I'm also level 37 already, so I thought maybe I would have it. I don't remember what levels she learned stuff, to be honest.
Monado! Gale Slash! Save us from harm! Electric Gutbuster! Stay focused.
Ah, yes, the excellent headgear. I'm definitely going to get that. I'll just fire that off. Look at that, like 2,000 damage from a single bolt.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all. Cool. Let's keep this up.
But, yeah, after watching,
I need to be even stronger.
friend of the show, Polar Mike, that would be, twitch.tv/Polar Mike. That's, Polar spelled with a 0. And Mike as in short for microphone. He was playing this game for a while, and in that I learned that Scenario here, told us about a good piece of equipment that, as he said, yeah, is good for, like, the majority of the rest of the game. That's right, I should mention that too. Scenario actually bought the game for him because Scenario loves the game that much, and honestly, who could blame him?
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
Oh, alright.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
I'll let the cutscene continue before I go on.
Bird Lady! Welcome back, Bird Lady!
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
Well, if you're going to buy games for other people, those are definitely some good ones. Especially when they're half off.
Hum hum! Hum here! Hum here! Hum who? Hum who?
Hum hum everywhere!
Look at these cute little fellas.
Me want nibble hum hum. Hum hum taste phew. hum scary. Oh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here. Bird lady here.
Melia back! Bird lady back!
Bird lady?
Huh. Wonder what that's about. Well, the Nopon are cute and silly, so don't worry about it.
My dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a Hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well.
That girl. Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
So, well, there goes Melia out of the party. Just for now. But yeah, Antiqua is a very skillful translation, I would say. I mean, it would not be nearly as good if they just stuck with calling her Melia Ancient in English. Speaking of name changes, something I kept meaning to bring up is the fact that, you know, Metalface is a pretty weird name when you consider that all Mechon are made out of metal. I mean, he's metal and he's got a face, but they're all metal, and all the ones that have faces also, well, have faces, so why is he just Metalface? The reason for that is because in Japan he was called Blackface, and they thought when they were translating it that, you know, maybe Blackface wouldn't be the best name. So they just ended up calling him Metal, or, you know, like how Zord was Bronze Face. There's a Silver Face that we saw in that one cutscene that has that just came out of nowhere. I think Charla's name was changed too. I think it used to, in Japan, it was like Carmine or something. I want to say it was Carmine. I'll just pick up these quests. Is that the only one? I guess that's the only one. We'll take a peek at the armor shop here. Maybe there's something. Now that Nopal Gil. Oh, Karna. And yes, Fiora was also Fiorung. Which doesn't sound right coming off the tongue. Fiorung. I don't like it. What am I doing? I think... Which of these do I want? You know, maybe I should leave it. I'll leave that for now. I don't need to worry too much about armor. One thing I'll... It reminds me. Oh, I didn't know that. I would not be able to pinpoint what its native language is, so... thank you for that good knowledge drop. Cool potatoes. I've got some of those. I got a lot of those. I'll just trade those in for a cool 5,000 G. Oh, I swear there's something I was gonna say, though. Scandinavian. Okay. I'll believe it. I don't know enough to question it, so... yeah, let's just roll with that. Oh... wait. I see a blue dot on my mini-map. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Alright. Add him to the map. To the affinity chart. Oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to talk about the really good headgear for Melia. So there does come to be a point, and I've probably already reached it, where, it's not the basic stats of your equipment that matters, necessarily. It's, you know, stuff from gems that will matter a lot more. So there's a really good headgear that you can find in a future dungeon, in the near future, not immediately, that adds a ton to Ether. And since that's Melia's main big stat, you can just slap that on her and it'll serve her really well. I want to say it comes with Ether up 5? So it's not really something you can replace very easily for most of the game. I think... I know there's an upgraded version of it much later on. I want to say it's like almost end game. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I feel more powerful.
There's an upgraded version of it that's like Ether up 6, which you can only craft. But anyway, that's what makes it so good for for so long. So as soon as I get that, and as soon as I'm able, I'm going to definitely put that on her. It also comes with an art manual that lets her max out Summon Bolt, which is, you know, super useful. Again, that's like her bread and butter move, so the stronger you can get that, the better you'll be overall.
Melia, you're welcome to come with us. Is it true? Were you alone in the forest?
That thing must be stopped by my hand. This is my pledge to those that have died.
Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
Wounded by a girl? You don't mean you're going to fight the Telethia?
How do you know of the Telethia?
When I went to collect the ether crystals, some Telethia attacked me. I managed to destroy them and get away.
You defeated Telethia? Who are you? The Monado. So that sword can...
To tell the truth, they were the Telethia's spawn. Someone told me the primary Telethia is healing somewhere in the forest. It was you, wasn't it? You hurt the Telethia. Melia.
The Telethia escaped from our homeland, and I am tasked with killing it. It cannot remain free. For the sake of my people and the Nopon, it must be stopped.
Melia, we can help you defeat it if you like.
Out of pity?
No.
Why then?
It's just... I want...
Speak, Shulk, or I shall be forced to summon the Nopon chief to interpret for me.
I would like to help.
What could you possibly gain from aiding me?
I saw it. At the top of a black tower. You and I were fighting together. Fighting that faced Mechon. I also saw you fighting a huge Telethia.
It threw me the first time and all.
Forgive me, Shulk, but what are you talking about?
Shulk can see visions of the future.
See the future? And you expect me to believe this rubbish?
Believe what you want, lady. Same as I tell all the non-believers.
That'll be me then.
Oh, yeah. In any case, the only reason we got this far was because of Shulk's visions. If Shulk says he saw you in a vision, then you must be important to whatever happens next. And if you're tough enough to fight or face Mechon, you're all right in my book.
You've got my vote. A lady should not go unaccompanied onto the battlefield.
Excuse me? I am quite capable of dispatching the beast alone. I require no assistance of any kind.
My dear, I apologize, but I could not help overhearing. Their offer sounds quite reasonable. The danger extends much further than our small dwelling. Machna itself is at risk, and we shall provide you with the finest warrior of our clan.
Chief Dunga,
No need for thanks. He is the equal, if not better, of the Hom-Hom.
You do know we're listening?
The chosen Nopon hero will await you below. I shall go ahead and prepare him. Please, excuse me.
A Nopon hero? Now this I have to see.
Don't be like that. Let's meet him first.
Yeah, you're right. Charlotte isn't a great party member. I still like having her as a dedicated healer, but it does mean that you are using one of your 3 party slots on someone who isn't great at dealing any damage. I know sooner or later I'm going to get something that will kind of help with that. Maybe. Her headshot skill. But I think I'm also kind of a ways away from it. But yeah, Charlotte is really good. I don't feel like rearranging my party just yet, for reasons. Gotta meet the Nopon hero. And I'm gonna take the shortcut down. Yeah, got it in one. You know, after I pick up the quest. Yeah, the hero pawn is very, very cool. Alright, come on. Mash our way through the text here. Alright. Here we go. Let's have a little fun, shall we?
May I introduce Herapon Ricky!
Watch out!
Get off me! To you!
Right in the... Take this, furball! That's not good.
I love a good volleyball sequence.
Hereupon, get out! Hereupon, make Nopon proud!
Silence! I introduce to you this year's legendary Herapon, Ricky!
New Hom-Hom friends, meet this year's legendary Hereupon Ricky! Ricky live to serve!
God, I love Ricky so much. Ricky's extremely good. Ricky's theme
Hero-pon, you say?
is really good.
Not sure where you'll come in handy, but the more the merrier. Shulk, are these Telethia as strong as they sound?
Yes, they're quick as lightning and can read your mind.
A mind-reading giant bird? No problem.
I can see their movement through the Monado, but even that's not enough to get the better of them.
And we're going up against the daddy version. No one blink for a second.
Okay.
Eyes wide open.
And don't forget that Melia is our only chance of making it to Erith Sea. If anything happens to our guide, it's on our heads. The Telethia is our target. But don't forget about the person standing next to you.
Dunban's right.
I am in your debt. My weaknesses are all too apparent.
No worries, Melia.
Ricky has been informed of the Dino Beast, what you refer to as the Telethia. Be safe, my hum-hum friends.
Ricky's friends, listen to Ricky. Dino Beast is big and scary. Friends, get ready. Friends, help Ricky get ready.
You want us to get equipment for you?
Ricky's friend, right? Hum clever. Friends meet Ricky when ready. Then, friends and Ricky leave together.
Big attitude for a furry footrest.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Great. That'll come in handy.
Is it just me, or did we suddenly become Mechon mercenaries?
See, they joke. They make fun, but Ricky is really good. Alright, so we have to get his equipment. That means just picking up a piece of armor and a weapon for him. Luckily, the weapon shop is right here. We don't even have to pay for it. It's just right there. Because, you see, he's the hero pawn, so that means all the no-pawn are going to supply him.
Ready to go! Come, new friends. Ricky's adventure begins.
Ricky, you do know where the Telethia is, don't you?
Of course Ricky know. Melly, Ricky hear you hurt Dino Beast.
I did, but only a little.
When Dino Beast hurt, Ricky know it go to place with ether crystals. Friends and Ricky go to place with crystals. Then we find Dino Beast. Chief, tell Ricky. Chief always right.
So you do know a thing or two about this monster. Guess we'll be searching for some ether crystals then.
Alright, one more bit of talking, I guess.
Ricky, why are you the hero pawn?
Why? Because Chief Dunga choose Ricky.
He chose you? So you weren't chosen from birth?
Friend wrong. Chief choose by instinct.
By instinct?
Why friend surprised? Chief have sharp instinct. Chief be village seer.
So that's how you became the hero pawn. Can't argue with that.
But he is kind of compact for a warrior hero.
Oh, Ricky owe lots of monies to village. If Ricky defeat Dino Beast, village promise to forget my debts. So Ricky like being hero pawn.
Yeah, it's really good lore. Alright, so, let's just completely change up the party. All kinds of things. We'll do that, just in case. Alright. So first, let's get Ricky set up here. Now, I did happen to find an extra couple weapons for him, so let's see here. Back attack and ether up. This is the Warrior Gnasher. I mean, it looks a lot cooler than his Hunter Biter, his starting weapon. But yeah, his weapons are biters, you know, just things on sticks that can just bite the enemy. Oh, I gotta use the frog. I mean, the warrior thing is cool, but how could I say no to the frog? I got... what was it? Saber gloves? Yeah. They're basically the same as his regular armor, but the saber gloves are so much cooler. How could I not use those? I love that the gloves go on his ear wings thing. Yeah, Scenario's right. If Melia's there to give you the buffs for the party, and then spend those buffs to deal damage, Ricky inflicts all the debuffs on the enemy. He's really good at that. He's got, like most of his arts are centered around that, to be honest. Let's see. I'm not going to have any other better equipment for him, I don't think. Oh. Alright, so let's set up his skills properly. Alright. First, let's give him medium weight equipment. As a general rule, I kind of like to prioritize giving characters access to more equipment. Just a personal thing. Let's go back to his trees. Let's see what he's got. Low value items to be offered when trading. I'm not worried about that. Reduces cooldown during the day. That's fine. Oh, that could be good. Extra silver chests and extra experience during battles in the day. Movement speed. Always get the same AP regardless of being in battle. That could be something. Let's see, Innocence is looking pretty nice. Flexibility. I can't decide which one I want to go with. I guess I'll just stick with his basic one. Let's see, the AP thing. AP thing would be good. Because there is a small penalty. Well, I don't know how much the penalty is. On party members who aren't in battle. They're still collecting AP the whole time. I just don't know how much they actually get. So that's not a bad way to start. But I don't know, I'm looking at this improved drop rate for silver chests. It'll be a long time before I get there, though, so we'll go for the AP. I like that suggestion. And then his arts. Let's look at what Ricky can do. Alright, so we've got Happy, fills the party gauge. That's a thing you can do. I'm going to switch that out for You Can Do It. That is a healing move. If your party member has any debuffs, it will heal even more. So we're just going to level that up. Bedtime. I don't really like sleep as a status effect. I know it's got its uses, but no thank you. Roly-Poly is really good. Roly-Poly lets Ricky topple enemies without having to set up break first. And if it fails, then it will try to inflict bind instead, so that they'll be stuck in place and can't turn around, so you can position your party better. It's really good. What's hero time? Prevent tension from decreasing. I don't really care. Play dead. That has its uses, but we're gonna go bitey bitey. And sneaky. Lurgy to poison the enemies. And we'll do Freezenate, and I'll find a way to squeeze that in there. Yeah. The way I prefer to use Ricky, I don't really see much of a need for preventing his tension from decreasing. As I'd like to think I'm pretty good at that normally, so that'll work. Oh, had the thing still up. Right. Oh, god damn it! I thought I closed the menu. There. Nope. Nope. Come on. Okay. You can explore around the area surrounding the entrance to the village, but I'm not going to. I'll do that on my own time, because it's got its own Collectopedia page, and there are a bunch of quests to do there, too. What I'm really going to focus on is, well, doing the quest. By the way, there's a level 96 monster down there. It's not aggressive, but, you know, I took the wrong path. You know, it's there, so watch out. Inferno dinos. Danos. Probably supposed to be dinos.
Now you shall witness our power.
Leave it to Rhyme.
Sidekicks, try hard.
Summon Aqua. Star-searing blaze of absolution.
Ricky, feel hot. Holy, keep on rolling.
Now, healing Aqua. Magical bolt. Roaring thunder. Water, the source of all life. Shadow stitch. Now, Ether is flowing through me. Magical bolt.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot to mention what Melia's talent art is. So her gauge fills up when you dispel or when you fire off elemental bolts or charges or elementals or whatever. It's going to be kind of confusing because you know, one of the moves is summon bolt. Anyway. When it maxes out, it gives her a period where she's in, I already forgot the name of it, the proper name for it, but it's kind of like an overdrive where all of her elementals are twice as strong. It also gives her access to an extra move or two that I don't think I technically have just yet. So, you know, if you really want to deal some burst damage, some, you know, some real heavy shots, you want to try to build up your bolt elementals, your electric ones, that is, and try to fire them all off one after the other. You'll be able to do a ton of damage with her that way. I mean, you saw there just a single electric bolt on its own in that overdrive state did like 5,000 damage compared to maybe 23 or 2,400. So it's effectively double. And that's you know, without the benefit of a couple of extra ether up buffs. And then Ricky's talent art, it's called Yoink. It's stealing. You can steal items from the enemy. You can get, well, actually, I don't know. I'm sure you can get all kinds of things from it. Just whatever that enemy can normally drop, I suppose. You'll have a chance of getting that. That is a level 98 monster that aggro's on sight, so we're just gonna jump down this small cliff here. I think that's much more preferable. Oh shit. There's another one. Just gonna circle around behind it. And then Ricky can learn skills that will that lets him steal experience and AP when you use his talent art as well. So that's neat. I guess I'll beat up this thing.
Everyone, stay on your guard.
Psychics, try hard.
Let me at him.
Shadow,
Holy Reborn Ruin! Mighty! Mighty!
Powering up.
Let's see.
Let's go. Bolt.
Come on.
Summon Bolt. Ricky's water, the source of all life.
Now it's right time.
Let
Look at all those
manifest yourself.
debuffs getting inflicted here.
Ricky,
Yeah, that's it.
inspiring. I shall do my best too.
Very cool!
Other fun thing about Ricky, look at how much HP he has. Well, maybe it's not super readable against his portrait there, but he's got almost as much HP as Rhine, and Rhine has some HP up skills going on already. Ricky just has a ton of health for whatever reason.
What is this? Ricky never see before. This not Ricky's Machna. Ricky never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage.
What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence, or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Let's see. You know what? I should probably rearrange my party. Hopefully it's not too late.
Stick together, everyone.
Dino Beast, it as Ricky imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia! Oh yeah! She's nifty with that stop.
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist.
Yeah, they're called mages.
He would be one. Shulk, Rhine, Shala, protect Melia at all costs.
On it.
Right.
Alright, I definitely need to rearrange the party. Please. Alright. So it'll go better if I control Shulk. Melia has to be in the party because those are the rules. And Ricky is here to help us, so keep Ricky in there too. I think that's fair. Alright, mind... Oh, what? I can't even equip it just yet. So Mind Blast would be one of the things that Melia can do when she... oh, shit. I wasn't expecting that. God damn it, too slow. When she hits her kind of, overdrive state. Aura Burst, is that what it's called? She gets that Mind Blast move that lets her seal enemy auras, so she could do it, but since her art slots are already filled up, I can't actually, implement it in this battle.
Just what I needed. Light kill! Shadow Eye!
Come! Now is the time!
Take this! This is the Monado's power!
Alright, come on. Oh, too late on that one.
This isn't going well. Light kill!
We need you, Shulk.
Okay, come on, just a little bit more and I can get a chain attack.
Now's perfect for a chain attack.
I am prepared.
Let's do this!
Just kind of ignore, just no-sell that attack that the Telethia did. No big deal.
Ricky!
Oh, come on. Come on.
Here, Ricky, go!
Yeah, their affinity's gonna be low, so...
Maybe?
Oh, come on.
Leave it to me.
The one thing about roly-poly, the disadvantage to it, is that since it can work without break, honestly, it works independently of break. Why is OBS saying I'm reconnecting? Oh no, stream disconnected. I guess I'll just chill out for a moment. It should be fine for people watching on YouTube later. Alright. Well, that was a little weird, but, okay. Glad I noticed that. So where was I? Let's beat this thing up.
Shadow Stitch! None can oppose us.
Perfect!
I feel the ether building within me.
Well, here we go.
What the?
Dino Beast grown back thing!
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
Alright, well, hopefully things
all
are
right, Shulk.
still fine.
Destroying the Telethia is beyond us.
See, again, this is why
We
I'm
should cut
recording
Bionis'
locally
and
as
mourn
well.
those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you hit the Telethia with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready?
Alright. Oh, shit.
Summon bolt!
Got
Monado, lend us your power!
caught by the sudden battle restart. Uh-oh, sleep spin. I don't like the sound of that.
Compose yourself.
Ricky Sneaky!
Where am I?
Summon bolt!
Monster!
Split it!
Ricky's sidekick's so good.
Happy here upon Ricky.
Yeah.
This is the Monado's power!
Honestly, all the music in this game is really good. Shulk's theme, Fiora's theme. The two of them put together. This track right here is... This wouldn't be Shulk's theme, would it? I love this track especially. Especially when the vocals kick in.
Just what I needed.
Stay focused.
What?
No, get up! Ricky Sneaky!
I feel the ether building within me.
Ricky's friends winning!
I could have sworn this track had a different title. I always forget though. I don't really think of it as... If it is Shulk's theme, I don't really think of it as that, only because I mainly associate this track with the first time you hear it, or at least this version, this arrangement of it, which would be, I'm pretty sure, is the Mechon attack on Colony 9.
Thanks. We can definitely do this. This is the Monado's power.
When Fiora, specifically the cutscene when Fiora rides the mobile artillery.
We can definitely do this.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong one.
All right, do it. Let's do this.
I'll try to finish it off with a chain attack. It's fine if you're thinking of the wrong thing. This, the soundtrack to this game is very extensive. Unsurprisingly, I would say.
My turn. Spear break! Ha! There's more to come.
Okay, my turn.
Now, just for fun, I'm going to do another purge. Oh, there we go. I actually finished it off with a chain attack. Just like Shulk said.
Now! Dumban!
Bite on this. Now, Melia, finish him.
I love a good show of teamwork.
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned
I don't know, that looked more like an explosion, not an
It was the only
implosion.
way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tephra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face Mechon into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hogard, Garin, Damil Aizel. Are you there? I did it. It's dead. Did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dino Beast! Hereupon Ricky ready for round 2!
Thanks, Ricky.
Hey! The fight over already? No, Ricky not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little hereupon.
Ricky brave! Ryan also a little brave. Ricky happy, happy!
Oh, good work, team.
Hereupon Ricky, be proud! Hereupon Ricky, tough guy!
Hereupon Ricky, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Oh, let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Ricky beat Dino Beast. Does Ricky still have debt?
No, Ricky. Your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pawns ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit.
Oh no!
Upon a frontier village, a new prophecy has been told. Our hereupon Slayer of Dino Beast will further his legend by accompanying the Hum-Hum on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bionis.
Ricky never hear this.
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying. Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago. Oh, Ricky mad.
Ricky, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong. Do not worry, Ricky. Your little pawns will be taken care of.
I love Chief Dunga.
Dadapon stomach rumble.
Dadapon need food! Dadapon need food now!
Dada? Ricky, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Ricky, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children? Ricky, how old are you?
Ricky have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Ricky! Oka borrow monies for Little Pon's food. Chief Dunga know best. Ricky must work for Little Pon's to have good life.
Ricky will. Okay, Oka. Ricky, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, furball.
Yeah, I think it's great that Ricky is actually 40 years old. He is an adult.
You can return with your head held high, my dear.
I mean, Dunban's also an adult, but,
Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
Not at all. Peace has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf
Yeah, exactly.
of all Nopon, thank you.
Ricky's out there trying to provide a life
Chief
for
Dunga
his
is very
family.
fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world. Not fair if you ask me.
Chief Dunga, will you kindly grant these Homs passage to Erith Sea?
It's like,
It is my promise to them.
Without question.
what am I thinking of?
These hom-hom fought
My Hero
valiantly
Academia.
in aid of our village. And a request by you, my dear.
I haven't watched it all the way through yet.
I shall inform the villagers at once.
But I know one of the
You are too
characters
kind.
said that she wants to be a hero, as you know, as a living,
You should depart for Erith Sea
and
at
she was
once.
embarrassed that
Prepare your
she's,
things
you know,
and see
just
me
in
when
it for
you're
the
ready.
money. And then some other guy is like, "What's wrong with that? That's totally fine. That's a perfectly acceptable reason to want to be a hero." And I mostly remember it because there's the GIF, because he throws up his hands when he's explaining that it's perfectly fine, and the camera pans up to go with his hands going up, and then pans right back down again. It's really good. Anyway. But Ricky is, he is an adult in more ways than one, and I mean that in the best possible way. Don't take that out of context. I guess a better way to say it is that he's not just the cute mascot character of the game. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, time mushrooms, whatever. Wait, someone was there. There's a quest here. Tell me your troubles, little one. You know what? That's a really fair tier list. Ricky is really good all the way. Tora can be good. Tora has his moments. He also has his bad moments. And Tatu, what does Tatu even do? Honestly. Technically not even a party member. I'm pretty sure, yeah, exactly. He's there for the potato jokes. He's there for Lindley trying to eat him all the time. And getting awfully close to it on more than one occasion. What I didn't want to do. I wanted to check out these manuals. So many things I could buy. Can I afford all of them? Definitely want this one and that one. That one, give me that. Play Dead seems good. Sneaky, not worried about Happy. But I guess I can afford it, so I'll just get that there too. But does Tatsu call himself Hero Pawn? It's been a while since I played Xenoblade X. Tatsu, how dare. Oh, more quests to pick up. In a cutscene, huh? That wouldn't surprise me if he did that. Oh, wait. Alright, gotta use the time mushroom. Gotta fix it up. There. Give it some of that compost. Alright, I wanted to check the weapon shop to see if I could... if there were any other manuals to buy. Nibbler. Ooh, double attack. I do like a good double attack. Lightning's nothing to shake a stick at. Oh, but it's not even... I have a better double attack already, so get that. What can I get here? I want all of these. Oh, I don't even... Yeah, I remember you mentioned that when Michael was playing, and I decided to follow suit in that. For pretty much the same reasons you outlined there, that it feels like really appropriate, you know, like from a narrative standpoint. Plus, also it has the gem slots. That's right. I think I was going to say that earlier. The fact that it has slots for gems makes it really more valuable than its basic stats would indicate. Because there does come to be a point where, yeah, you can just use whatever equipment you prefer, as long as it has slots. So you can use that to, you know, make this Xenoblade Chronicles if you want. Because you can usually make up for, you know, the stat deficiencies with other stuff. Like the levels will go a long way, since that affects your evasion and accuracy and whatnot. But I want all of these, and I can only afford one. That sucks. Well, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, Xeno-X is really smart about fashion. It does what any game with appearance-altering armor should do, which is it gives you a separate fashion slot for your equipment. There's nothing you have to do to really unlock it. It's just an option you have right from the get-go. You have something that looks cool but is statistically crappy, who cares? Just put it in your fashion slot, it overwrites whatever your stats are really coming from. It's fantastic. And then Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 doesn't really have that at all. Well, I'm pretty sure the DLC has like extra costumes, right? But I also want to say, aren't those just like recolors? Again, I don't have the DLC for Xenoblade 2, so I don't know off the top of my head. I also know that it has like swimsuits, because of course. The thing about Xenoblade 2 is that it is decidedly more anime. Smash redesigned for Mithra. Oh, is that just like a free update that I wouldn't know about because I haven't played it in so long? The Smash redesign for Mithra is pretty good, as I recall. Alright. What the hell did I even just pick up? All orb ingredients. Alright. I'll worry about that some more later. Yeah, I don't think I'm making a particularly controversial statement here when I say that a lot of the character designs in Xenoblade 2 are decidedly hornier than Xenoblade 1. Although, I do have to mention that Sharla's armor designs are all... They're all pretty horny. There's no way about it. It's just the fact of things. But it does feel like Xenoblade 2, they kind of lean into it. God, one of my friends on Twitter mentioned this a few months back, that there's, you know, like this really dramatic scene near the end of Xenoblade 2. I don't want to spoil what happens in that scene. But then the camera just like cuts to a different angle, and then you see Pyra there, and it's kind of like focused in like right on her hot pants. And it just kind of... Just that camera change kind of just undercuts, you know, what should be, you know, a really emotional moment like that. Just, oh,
Melia,
by the way, here's her butt.
I would like to repay you for your help. Permit me to act as your guide to Aerith Sea.
Of course. We'd love you to.
But I must warn you. Aerith Sea is vast. Do you know where you wish to go?
There's a dark tower at the head of the Bionis. I saw it in a vision. That's where I must go.
A dark tower? Then we need not search at all.
So you've heard of it?
Heard of it? I have seen it. A dark tower at the head of the Bionis. Only one place fits that description. So you know it. I believe what you saw was Prison Island.
Prison Island? Dixon said the same thing.
Indeed. Melia, have you ever been there?
I have not set foot upon the island, but I know of it. Prison Island is sealed.
I mean, just to drive the point home, I mean, look at what I've got going on with Charlotte there. I can't change that.
That means we'll be needing someone to grant us entry.
I'll try to later on,
is
but...
home to an empire ruled by the High Entia. They might be our best chance.
You are knowledgeable for a Homs.
Sanctions? Empires? Anyone help here?
Oh, a sanction is permission from someone important. An empire must be a place ruled by an emperor. In other words, we need an emperor's permission to enter the island.
This emperor, is he important?
Long before we Homs built the colonies, a group of so-called royal types, or imperials, ruled our lands. Think of them like the heads of our colony, but with much greater influence and power.
Now I get it. Dunban knows more than a textbook.
Are you kidding? That's first year Homs history, Ryan.
I might have slept through that class. So when do we get to meet these High Entia folks?
You are so...
Oh, forget it. First, we must travel to the Imperial capital.
We'll see how easy it is to see this emperor.
My promise was to be your guide. I will not break it.
Melia, isn't that the
shortcut to Aerith Sea? Yes.
I'll just finish up this quest. I hope I don't have to report it. It'd be a little annoying. I do have to report it. Oh well. I guess at the risk of being an apologist for Charla's costume designs, I feel like at least this game doesn't, you know, just shove it in your face the entire time? Or, like, at any moment, really? Like, it's there, it's happening, but it's not like you're getting lingering camera shots on any of it. So... Alright, that's the last word I'm going to have on that, because I don't think I can take it any further. Let's go to Aerith Sea. Callan's cutting from... I'm not sure I understand the reference. Oh, Super Robot Wars, that's what that is. Alright, wait a second. Hold on. I do... Oh. Portable stove. Thank you for the raid.
What is it? Friends, jumping ball. All go to
I appreciate that.
Jump? In that? You're nuts, Furball.
You have nothing to fear.
Here's the thing, though. So I've been at this for about almost 2.5 hours, and I'm just about to reach a new area, and I think... oh, sorry, Scenario, I don't have any kind of bots in the chat. I'm just going by what Streamlabs is saying, which is 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 40-something seconds. Oh, cutscene. Gotta be quiet now. Send it somewhere else. I'm gonna have to see who all is streaming right now. Alright, let's just do the system save. I'm gonna make sure that there isn't any kind of major cutscene waiting on the other side of the system save. Okay, good. There's not. Just because I want to make sure that now that I have this area opened up, I can do all kinds of quests on my own time. Probably just, oh, here we are. Or, no, I guess not even that. Oh, well. Here we are.
Who would have thought Erith Sea was right on top of Ricky's village? Dive deep enough, you can reach their tree.
Perhaps you should try.
Might do. Haven't decided yet.
Oh, Rhine.
Is something wrong?
Aren't you curious? About why we're going to Prison Island, I mean.
It is not common for Homs to visit this region. You may have good reason, but forgive me. I do not pry into other people's business.
It's definitely bugging her, Shulk.
How dare you, you clown?
It's okay, Melia. We're not strangers anymore.
Well, You're right.
So then you'll listen to our story?
Yes. Tell me why you are here.
Basically, it all started when...
And there you have it.
I see. I had heard about the Mechon assault on the lower regions, but did not know the situation was so grave. How lucky we are. Hey, what's that?
Is that?
You are looking at Prison Island.
So that's Prison Island?
Yes. And that is the Imperial capital, Alchemoth.
It's not just me, right? A floating city is a bit weird.
I should have known this cutscene would be
defenses in
longer than I had expected.
Incredible. What technology makes this possible?
I do not know, and I've never had the need to.
You don't know? It doesn't freak you out?
You can eat bread without knowing how to bake it. Makes sense to me.
You will need Imperial sanction to enter Prison Island.
Dunban's got a good head on his shoulders.
We will travel to the capital first.
And how do you expect us to get up there? Fly?
There is a transporter up ahead. We can use that.
Beeping at me now.
We've been deep sea diving. Now we're gonna fly. This place gives me the creeps. I guess we don't have a choice. Right. Onwards to the capital.
That's a good point, Scenario.
What is it,
Dunban's right arm still doesn't work.
It's a sight to behold. Those look like anti-Mechon defense systems.
Alright, there, finally! I've got free control over the group again. So now I think I can say that for real this time, this will be the end of today's stream. Just gonna run around while I do the outro. So yeah, oh, wait, do I get good stuff from the Collectopedia? Or no, I could just fill out what I've already done. That's a good idea. Frontier Village, I didn't get anything there. Oops. I guess that's gonna cover it. I've done a lot of Collectopedia. Alright, yeah, there we go. Get that taken care of. I'll fill this out on my own time, for sure. So yeah, thank you for watching, folks. You know, I always appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch or listen to me. I think next stream is going to be on... what was it? Monday. Yeah, Monday is my next day off. Oh, look at that. I got a vision for a future quest. I need 2 of them. So Monday we'll be going to the Imperial Capital. So that should be fun. Just leave things right here. No, I had some technical difficulties with internet connection, but it'll be fine when I put it up on YouTube. And hopefully that doesn't take another 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, so one last time, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Portable Stove, for the raid. That was really cool. And, oh no, I just got a notification that Tia started hosting me too. Oh, thanks, Tia. Too bad I'm wrapping up now. I guess that was about 5 minutes ago, but, well, whatever. Yeah, so hopefully see you there Monday, and if not, I'll put this on YouTube after that. And yeah, I had fun today. I hope you all did too. And just drop one more save, just for good measure. One of these days I'll come up with a good script for an outro to follow. Anyway, have a great evening, folks. I don't have anyone that I can send a raid to, sadly. So we're just going to have to leave it at that. Alright, have fun with the rest of your weekend. See you back here Monday.